Every story begins somewhere. Mine begins in a small town called Tala, a town that sits almost midway between Nairobi and Machakos. Hello, I am Wayua, and this is my story. A story about growing up in a small town, about growing up without a mother, about culture, about chores, about girlhood, and the small moments that quietly shaped the woman I have become today. My mother wasn't here to see me grow up. She passed away when I was young, 6 years old. She wasn't here to teach me how to navigate girlhood, how to navigate my first period, how to navigate my first relationship, or how to carry myself in a world full of rules I didn't understand yet. Her absence was loud, and the lessons I learned without her, they were messy, sometimes painful, sometimes hilarious, and at some point I had to learn to own them because they were entirely mine. I grew up doing most house chores. While some people might think chores are boring, I think they are underrated teachers. You learn patience, observation, how to survive small disasters like spilling tea or porridge, or even breaking a plate, and keep going. These chores became my secret classroom. They taught me responsibility and sometimes how to notice the little absurdities of life. Girlhood in Tala was quiet. Everything, including bodies, felt like a secret, and questions went unasked because every time I asked, I was met with judgment. Rules were whispered, and I learned fast that some things you just figure out alone, and other things you are expected to just know and accept. I remember my first period like it was yesterday. Panic, confusion, and even improvisation. No one told me what to do, and somehow I survived. Growing up observing, figuring things out without a map, I gained something, a lens, a way of seeing the world that notices the invisible threads, the rules, habits, and patterns people take for granted. Through this lens, I can see stories everywhere, in Tala, in other towns, in other cultures, and in other environments. The town itself was a teacher. Markets, gossip, life moved in its chaotic rhythm. I learned early how culture shapes expectations, how gender roles are absorbed quietly, and how to navigate spaces that aren't made for me as a woman. If I'm being honest, sometimes it was funny, sometimes it was frustrating, but it always made me think, always made me question. I started asking questions, even when it felt uncomfortable. I started noticing patterns, invisible threads in how people lived, how they treated bodies, how they defined respect and power. And I realized I didn't have to fit into every shape society tried to mold me into. That awareness pulled me toward understanding SRHR, that's sexual and reproductive health and rights, relationships, consent, and identity. The things people rarely talk about, but they truly matter. LowkeyLoud isn't just my story. It's about noticing the truths hiding in plain sight, understanding the quiet struggles and joys that shape people's lives, and giving them a space to be seen. Ama wewe unaona nisianue nguo? Niziache tu zilale nje. Ziko safe?
Nani anaweza iba huku? Sijevako.
It's all about seeing, questioning, and connecting, wherever the story comes from. If you like stories that make you pause, laugh, and reflect, welcome to LowkeyLoud.